Right, so we have our rig all set up, PVA bag, some PVA string, and to go in the bag we've got some of the Alpha Boilie Chrome from Tor. Very, very, very sweet smelling, mulberry Florentine, good old school birdseed mix, absolutely lovely. So let's crack on and make the bag. I'm using a 4-inch bag. I've seen people use the 8-inch bags. They've piled 200 or 300 grams of bait in there and then tried to smack it out at 30 wraps when it looks like a fun-sized football. That doesn't work. The idea behind it is you want a streamlined, small, compact bait parcel with your hook bait in it so that you can perfectly present that at range. Okay, nice small streamlined bags like this, you can punch them out 30 wraps and know that they are going to present perfectly every time. You're not wanting to give the carp a 3-course meal, you are just wanting to give them an enticing snack. So with that, let's make it. So I just open it up. Make sure your hands are dry or this will go Pete Tong very sharply. Okay, just hold it with my fingers. I like personally just to put a sprinkling in on the bottom, like so, nothing major, literally just enough to cover the bottom of the bag. I then lower the hook bait in. I want the hook bait to go right in the corner. Okay, and then I hold the lead between my 2 fingers while still holding the bag. See? And then just continue to sprinkle in my Boilie Chrome. And again, if you haven't tried the Boilie Chrome from Tor, give it a whirl. It's not millends and rubbish, you know, it's our top quality boilies run through a commercial grinder to give you not uniform shapes. That's the beauty of it. You haven't got anything uniform at all. There's half boilie, quarter boilie, there's crumb, there's powder, you name it, it's all in there. And that's the beauty of it. It's a ready-made meal. Now, yes, you say, oh, I could do that on the bank. I could use my grinder and I could chop it all up on the bank. You could. Or you could be fishing when you're on the bank. Because that's what you want to be doing when you're on the bank, isn't it? So now the bag's getting there, you see. Okay, I've still got hold of the lead. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hold the bag. It's a bit faffy because I'm doing it for the camera, and I push all of this down in the bag with the lead. Okay, you want a nice tidy bag. Okay, really want to push it down in. The more compact the bag, the better it'll cast. All right, so you can see where we're at now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you the way that I tie a bag anyway. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle a bit more on. I just want to cover the lead, not the stem, just the lead. All right, so there it is. So now, some people lick and twist. That's great. I've got nothing against the lick and twist method, apart from the fact that to me, it's not quite tight enough. And I want a really compact, tight bag. So I've just cut some string, some PVA string. So all I want to do is I want to push down. Okay, you see I'm pushing it down all the time, making it nice and compact. And now I'm just going to take the bag, pinch it, and spin it. All right, now I'm spinning it around the bag stem, but keeping it tight at the same time, so you can see how compact that's going. All right, it's a bit faffy because, like I say, I'm having to do it for the camera. And then I'll just take some PVA string, or you can use PVA tape, or the top of the bag. If you've got large bags, cut part of the large bag off and use that to tie your bag. And then all I've done, look, a couple of cheeky knots, a couple of cheeky granny knots, and that bag's sealed. So now all I need to do is trim off the excess of the string, and then trim off the excess of the bag, because the object of the exercise here, you want this as streamlined as possible. Okay, this needs to be the Tesla of PVA bags. It's got to be streamlined. So there we are, that's it. That is absolutely solid. Okay, still not streamlined. You want to turn the bag upside down, push that corner in, pull the tag end out. Okay, give it a lick, fold it down, and just hold it for a second. And there we go. Same with the other side. Push it in, give it a lick, hold it in for a second, and there you have it. Now that's going to cast. That's going to cast beautifully. Okay, but before you cast it, you want to just take your bait needle, you just punch a couple of holes in it here and there. Okay, just punch some holes, because you don't want it sitting on the surface and breaking. All right, depending on the weight of your lead, these can sit on the surface and it'll just bob around, then it'll break, all goes down to the lake bed, and your rig follows on after. So there it is. There is our PVA bag, completely made, ready to rock and roll. Next up, we're going to drop it in the tank. Got the tank set up. This is nice, fresh, clean, cold water. So now all we're going to do is we're going to take our bag and just drop it in. And hopefully it will break down. As you can see, it's taken on water. Bag is breaking away nicely. And there is your perfectly presented pop-up. Exactly how it should be. Nice parcel of bait there, a nice offering for the carp, and your pop-up is sat beautifully out of the top. The hook point isn't masked. It does exactly what it says on the tin. So there you have it, guys. PVA bag rig works perfect presentation every single time. Thanks for watching, and remember, what goes on tour stays on tour.